teach multimedia studies at UP Open University. So that's the distance education unit of the University of the Philippines. We don't have classrooms. Everything we do, all the teaching we do is online. So we have 2,000 students all over the planet. And we interact basically online, no classroom. I'm supposed to spend the next 2 hours with you talking about the overview of information technology. And what I usually do is I line up videos because that's what I see as a very useful tool for communication nowadays, especially in the era of YouTube, okay, in the era of cameras. Okay, so for the next 2 hours, I have playlisted 22 videos. I will show you 1 or 2 minute clips from the video and annotate or give you some commentary contextualized to your organization and to your learning objective, which is to get a bigger picture of IT, especially if you're not an IT major or an IT specialist. But you want to see where all this thing is headed. Okay, so these 22 videos are on YouTube. So if you, at the end, you can just get the address, this playlist thing, access it, and you can download and you can see all the 22 videos on your own. So this is where I see learning moving towards, because there's lots of videos there, but some of them are long, but a lot of them are short. But this, there's a camera there. So, they just... So, as you can see, there are 3-minute videos, there are 55-minute videos. So we don't have time to tackle that. But the point is, okay, let's say this 55-minute video.
Can you show once again the site?
Or you can just download. I'll give you a copy of this later. It's a long thing. Okay, but it's here. So it's gonna be here. F3, this number here. I'll give you a copy of this. Okay. So on your own time, after the lecture, you might want to spend the time to watch as much as you can the videos that I have playlisted, so that the flow that I'm trying to, and the connections that I'm trying to establish, you're able to get or to absorb eventually. Okay? So, just for disclosure, I curate around 60 world-class professors. Okay, so each of these professors, I have anywhere between 25 to 50 videos each. So what I'm trying to do is get more and more people to discover these professors, these thought leaders, and eventually follow them if they think they would be relevant to your professional objectives or your social objectives in light of your priorities. Because there's so much out there, but when you do Google, when you get documents, you get some good stuff, a lot of mediocre stuff. But if I point you to the thought leaders themselves, okay, these PhDs, these researchers, okay, those that do the talk circuit or the speaker bureau circuit, okay, these are the guys that are moving IT. So some of them you probably come across in the past, but maybe a lot of them you haven't, and I'd like to introduce some of them to you guys. Okay? So let's start with the first video. Around 6 weeks ago, we had this forum at CICT. That's the Commission on ICT for the Philippines. And we were going to update our roadmap to 2015. So I did an 8-minute presentation. I'd like to share snippets of that presentation with you guys, because this is where I think, given all the technologies out there are certain technologies that are more important and have more impact, especially in your situation, in our situation, which in a lot of instances are similar. Okay? So I'll just give you some snippets of that presentation. It's 8 minutes, but we'll play 3-4 minutes.
Okay, I'll spend 7 or 8 minutes talking about elephant in the room. Elephant in the room.
Are you familiar with elephant in the room? The idiomatic expression? Do you have elephants in Bhutan?
Yes.
Okay. So,
But not talked about.
Can you use the way?
meaning
There
for
are
volume?
many changes happening in media right now, and use 3 examples to illustrate the elephant in the room. First would be this 3G phenomenon network that examples have been introduced. So if you look at the newspapers and you drive by, you see this tarpaulin ads for some video portals, video services.
Ads for watch pads, 4G all over
So here's a
Manila,
device,
Quezon City.
4,500.
So the explosion is happening right now.
Plug into your television using the RCA jack. And you don't need a PC to code.
So here you don't need a PC anymore to access certain sites of the web. So but these certain sites are really the sites that have been able to have a business relationship with the telco or the ISP. Okay, so Facebook is there, Google is there, Yahoo is there, but not all sites.
Your child doesn't have to go to the internet cafe because he or she has a television and insert TV box, and they can watch television, not television, but web videos online via 3G. So that's the first example. The second example is looking at the prices of hard disk drives nowadays. I remember in 2007, a 1 terabyte hard drive.
Do you have 1 terabyte hard drives available in
2008 December.
Okay, how much would that cost?
Maybe I should, I was
How
thinking of
much would it
buying
cost?
but it was
Not
still
sure.
10,000.
Okay, so it's down to like
December
$100.
2009, it was down to 6,000 pesos, and I was already tempted to buy a terabyte.
And if you understand Moore's law
That's 4,000 bigger.
and technological advances,
February.
$100 terabyte right now would probably be $50 or $60
So it's like 4
2 years down the road.
per gigabyte.
What can you store in that 1 terabyte?
The rural areas.
Okay,
where they don't
so
have
you're with the electric authority,
What if there was a need
electric authority,
IT.
IT administration?
Yes. So thousands of videos.
So with IT for the government offices,
Yes.
So do you deal with a content management system? Do you use a content management system or a publishing system?
Everything related to ICT.
So do you use like SharePoint or Groove?
So,
Not
4,000
exactly.
pesos divided by 200.
Database, what do you use?
Yes.
Academic calendar days,
SQL.
around 20 pesos per day.
SQL, Postgres.
Postgres.
Rural area, rural high school, or rural grade school that doesn't have any internet access can enjoy 30, 40,000 videos on a partner. We know there are technologies to manage.
So what I'm saying here is really
That's where the
media
management system goes.
on a large storage device, curated
Third is,
media, can be very useful, especially in the rural areas where the internet is either slow, okay, not so dependable, maybe expensive, or non-existent at all.
iPhones that have integrated Wi-Fi.
Then the third change is really China phones. So you have the Nokias and you have the Blackberries and the Apple iPhones. Okay, they're the premium brands. But then in the 80s, when you had the IBM PC, there was the Taiwan clones. So look at the China iPhones right now as the clones. And they're very cheap. Less than $40.
So
You have a multimedia capable phone.
SD
So
card.
how does that change the behavior of people in terms of using and getting and interacting with information from the web?
So think of a situation where a typical college student nowadays goes to university, goes to the classroom and attends 16 to 18 hours worth of video lectures. And also think of the commute time and the hassle and the cost of riding a jeep or a tricycle, FX and things like that. But now you have the capability to watch the videos on your phone.
Okay? Oh, this entire collection of 22 videos are already in that PC. So it's 1.7 gig. So you can get a copy anytime. So you don't need to copy right now. Okay? So that's to set the tone. You've heard of WiMAX? Is there WiMAX available already?
Yes, we do.
Okay, how much is WiMAX to the... This is fixed WiMAX or mobile WiMAX?
It's fixed basically.
So not yet on the phones.
No.
So it's in instead of DSL,
Yeah.
instead of wired internet connections, you get WiMAX. Okay. So WiMAX is a game changer.
Hi, and welcome to my presentation about WiMAX. WiMAX operates on the same general principles as Wi-Fi. It sends data from one computer to another via radio signals.
Now, architecturally and technologically, there's really no difference between WiMAX and Wi-Fi. If Wi-Fi 10 years ago, we had very few access points. Okay? WiMAX 10 years down the road or 15 years down the road, you can have a lot of them. Okay? It now depends on the regulatory authority whether they would allow, okay, both telcos, ISPs, media conglomerates, or even communities themselves to have their own WiMAX radios and WiMAX distribution network. So that's a policy issue. What I'm saying here is if before a Wi-Fi access point was a couple of $1,000, 10 years ago, 12 years ago, and now you can buy one for $30, $40. The same thing can happen to WiMAX. So you will have the situation really where you have a lot of wireless connectivity available. So that changes the paradigm, your business model, and your revenue model, as well as your services that you offer to the population, to your clientele. And there are instances